move that is sure to exacerbate the notion even further that our government doesn't respect us, doesn't represent us. They're continually being less and less responsive to we the people and constantly attacking the Constitution and how things work here, how laws are put in place. The city of Houston has now issued a cease and desist order to prevent citizens from emailing them requesting that they allow a company to start business in Houston. This company had asked its users to lobby the representatives to allow Uber, which is a mobile phone-enabled taxi ordering service, into the city. Now, this was here to counter what they assumed would be the city bowing to the demands of taxi and limo companies who would be threatened by their business. And I mean, just speaking from experience here in Austin, I know that the taxis would definitely feel threatened, and they are in collusion there with the police and the government, because that's what helps keep our DUIs on the rise. So the company had asked people and asked the users to encourage emailing their city officials and allow the business to come into the city, but there was such an influx of emails that the police department sent a cease and desist order saying that the excessive number of emails has gone unabated to the point of becoming harassing in nature and arguably unlawful. So now citizens contacting their own elected officials is a form of harassment and somehow illegal. Therefore, if those of us who are going to flood our representatives with demands to label GMOs or get the fluoride out of the water, now we are seeing as harassing and we're illegal. Meanwhile, hello, that's American. And now we're being labeled as anti-American because we're questioning these questionable laws, much like a group in Connecticut who is now calling on the government there to either enforce this gun confiscation law or repeal it in full. Now, following the Sandy Hook shooting in December, Connecticut passed the law which banned ammo rounds that could carry more than ammo magazines that could carry more than 10 rounds. And any residents who had acquired such magazines before the law came into effect were mandated to register them with state police by the first of the year. Well, weeks after the deadline had expired, authorities there had revealed that a very small minority of people had actually registered their weapons and their magazines. So now the Second Amendment organization, Connecticut Carry, is calling on authorities to enforce the tyranny they passed or repeal it entirely, hoping that, calling the state's bluff, they're going to be setting the stage for a showdown that could sink this draconian law and set the precedent for the rest of the country. Now, get this. One woman called and asked a Connecticut State Police spokesman if police would be engaging in this door-to-door gun confiscation as they said that they would. During this phone call, she was labeled anti-American. She said, "I want to know if it comes down to it. Will the police go to my home if my husband refuses to give up a weapon that was formerly legal and now it's been made illegal by a corrupt legislature?" And he said, "Ma'am, it sounds like you're anti-American. It sounds like you're anti-law. I can't answer your question." And then she reminded him that he's a public servant, to which he responded, "I'm the master, ma'am, the master." So is that not infuriating? This is how your elected representatives, this is how your public servants see themselves. They are the masters. We are the slaves. They don't care, but that shouldn't stop us from calling in and demanding that they change their draconian laws that are against the Constitution. They are anti-American. And here we have Oklahoma has now voted to nullify Agenda 21 due to the amount of people that demanded that they stop this Agenda 21 that would go against their property rights. And the Oklahoma Community Protection Act will now prohibit any state agency or political subdivision from adopting or implementing policy recommendations that would deliberately or inadvertently infringe upon or restrict private property rights without due process. So this is absolutely fantastic. The word has gotten out there, at least in Oklahoma. They have elected representatives that are responding and that know that property rights, it's in our Constitution. This is what we need. People like this who are going to stand up and know that they are our public servants, they are our representatives, not our masters. And it's high time for some change.
Alex Jones here to tell you about how you can help spread liberty worldwide while also enjoying what I have found to be the best tasting 100% organic coffee on the planet. For more than a decade, my favorite coffee has come from the high mountains of southern Mexico, where the Chiapas farmers grow their unique shade-grown Arabica beans. We have now managed to secure these sought-after beans in a highly customized blend. Discover and try a bag of the Patriot Blend 100% organic coffee at InfoWarsLife.com. This coffee gives you a long, smooth pick-me-up for hours without the headaches and heartburn that so many other coffees give me personally. Hands down, this is my favorite coffee, and it's taken us years to secure connections directly to the Chiapas Mexican farmers. Drop by the site today, order a bag or two, and I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Available in original or with our Immune Support Infusion Blend. You will be supporting a free press, all the while enjoying a truly great-tasting cup of my favorite coffee. Available at InfoWarsLife.com.